What is chirpin', my peeps? Call me Peeps here, back for episode 14? I believe this is episode 14 of our Sakura Spirit Peeps plays. In the last part, Miyo had some, well, let's just say Miyo her clothing took a turn for the worse and just kind of fell off, you know. They just decided, we don't want to be strapped to some human today. And so, they just decided that they were going to fall off. And then, after all of that big hassle, Narumi here called us over to her house for a little private talk, and we think it's gonna get sexual, but we don't know. Let's just find out then. Oh, yep. Well, looks like I was correct. I turned around, and my eyes bulged. Standing before me was Narumi. Only, she seemed to be dripping. Excuse me. Taking in the view, I let out a shriek. For a moment, I expected to see the slime girl, but then I noticed the smell of chocolate in the air. She covered herself in chocolate? Please tell me you're not possessed by some kind of chocolate spirit. I instinctively found my eyes drifting along Narumi's chocolate-coated figure, trying to find any sign that a spirit should be involved. When I found none, I felt myself growing incredibly nervous. Nah, bruh, we about to feast. We're about to feast upon chocolate and a woman. Oh, stop. Oh, jeez.
Of course not. Silly. Don't you like it? Don't you think it suits me? It's all sweet and delicious.
Well, I mean you're sweet and all, and not just because of the chocolate, or because you're not wearing any clothing. But what in the world happened?
Thank you. Don't worry about the little details. Do you want to taste?
Taste? We don't want to taste, we want to feast.
Yeah, that's what I was told anyway. You put something tasty on your body and let someone else eat it. That's how you get close to your people. Get close to people in your world, right? I think it was called intimate.
I've never heard of people going full-blown covered chocolate, but I've heard of maybe like some chocolate syrup or, you know, some whipped cream, but full-blown chocolate? No, I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of full-blown anything, actually. Full-blown chocolate or full-blown, you know. Hold on, did someone tell you to do this? Because you realize there's no way this won't turn into I stuttered as Narumi stepped closer, her pose causing me to swallow, trying my best to resist the temptation. At this rate, getting a stomach from eating all that chocolate would be the least of my worries. That's not true. That should be your only worry. Delvin Takahiro. What's wrong?
What's wrong, Takahiro-kun? Don't you want to be friends? Or don't you like chocolate? I have some honey too, if you'd prefer that.
That would be a lot of honey. I love chocolate, but I don't think honey will be any better.
I don't get it. What's wrong? Is it because it's me? I bet if Miyo or Chichan did something like this, you'd be eating right away.
I'd be eating right away on any of them. Let me stop. The day Miyo-san coats herself in chocolate is the day pigs fly. That's true.
Yeah, she'd never do something like this, but I still don't get why you're not enjoying this. Did I do something wrong?
Narumi-chan, you see, this is usually something people do when, you know.
Oh, wow. Wow. So I guess I messed up pretty big, didn't I? I'm going to kick that shine spirit's butt next time I see her. Ugh.
You know, it was I can't pronounce her name, and I kind of don't remember it. It's like Tsuyuri or something. It's the purple lady, the purple fox spirit that told her to do this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, shrine spirit. Did Titsuyuri put you up to this?
Yeah, she told me this would help us bond or something.
Is Titsuyuri? Oh well, I guess. Well, I guess we shouldn't let all that chocolate go to waste. He's salivating at the mouth. She's sitting there like,
Is there something wrong with you?
huh? Oh no, nothing. Sorry. He's sitting there drooling, salivation everywhere. So, I wonder what the purple spirit's trying to do here. I wonder if she's just trying to help us out, or if this is like a task, or if she's just trying to be a jerk and have fun. Yep. And who would have thought? Oh no, we actually didn't get in there. Because the last 5 times that we've seen a naked woman, something's interrupted us, so why would that be any different? Narumi, I need to talk to you about what the heck is going on here? Your vice captain is possessed by a chocolate spirit.
Chocolate.
I was about to be the seated SpongeBob.
Hello, sir. Can we interest you in some chocolate?
Did you just say chocolate? Chocolate?
Chocolate!
Oh, I love that episode. And then later in that episode, Patrick, you gotta be nice to the customer or whatever. I don't know what he says. You have to show the customer affection. Hello? I love you. Oh, it's so funny. Do I look like an idiot? This is because of earlier, isn't it?
No, it's not. I promise.
Oh my, that voice crack.
Someone just gave me a really, really, really bad advice.
Really? Well then, allow me to get you some good advice. Go and get yourself cleaned up, now, before anyone else sees you like this. Honestly, you are the face of this village. You could have been called out to defend it at any moment. Do you think yourself capable in a state like this? Well, let me tell you, if it's the bandits you're having problems with, then she's in a more than suitable position. Because while she's distracting them, Mio, you can go in there and kick their butts. I think most people would. I am not finished! Narumi, you are sleeping in my spare room tonight. Takahiro, clean up this mess. It's not even our fault. We didn't do anything. We didn't get to do anything. Why? If you do not complete this task before morning, you will not get to sleep. And if you do not complete this task before breakfast, you will not be getting any breakfast. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? I sighed, the shouting and angry glares from the samurai girl making me feel a bit too intimidated to decline her demands. As she marched the dejected and still chocolate-coated girl out of the house, shielding her with an old robe, I took a look around. It was going to take me hours to get rid of all this chocolate. Where was she going? Did Narumi cover herself in chocolate and then just decide to take a stroll around the house? You know, lay down in bed, go sit down, maybe touch everything she could. If Ichikawa ever finds out about this, he's going to give me... Isn't Ichikawa the perverted friend who was taking peeks at his sister? Or is Ichikawa his best friend, the girl? I don't remember. That's been so long ago and we rarely saw either of them. It had been a week since I came to this world. I spent my days helping out around the village and training with Mio and Narumi. I even tried my hand at repairing some of the damage done by Sakura. Still had no clue where I was, but I was enjoying the time spent here. Everything reminded me of things I had read about. Oh, I thought there was a period. I don't know why I saw that. Everything had reminded me of things I had read about in school history books, from the buildings to the people. I looked at the nearby girls and let out a sigh. The history books never said anything about fox spirits or spirits. There were mentions of them in various religious texts, but they weren't real. So, you're sure this wedding sash will be able to get me back into my world? In the end, Mayako had been able to research the spell even further. having made huge progress over the past few days. Tsutsuyuri was able to provide some details. She believes that the spell will return something to where it belongs. I suppose it is worth a try.
It will work. I know it will. I just need some time to prepare.
I'm not sure if I should be grateful or worried. Still, I didn't think you'd be able to figure it out so fast, Maeko-chan.
Hehehe. Yep, magic is super easy. Just a wave and a flash, and it's done.
What kind of flash are you talking about? You wave your hand and then you lift up your shirt for the flash? Accept the time it will take to prepare the ingredients. Do not underestimate the Arcane 8, Maeko-chan. You have a gift. Make sure you treat it with the respect it deserves. A wave and a flash. I'm not gonna end up exploding into fireworks or something, right? How appropriate. It is July, so...
Absolutely not. Probably not. I guarantee it. Don't worry, Takani. I won't do anything that'll hurt you. I hope.
Unless you happen to be made of clay, glass, wood, or stone. Those all seem to shatter when you try to cast the spell on them.
Oni-sama, you don't have to tell him that.
Oh boy. Good thing the human body is mostly made up of water. Let's take a break. I'm feeling a bit... distracted by the younger woman's excitement. I didn't notice as sweat had started forming on my forehead. A sudden dizziness came over me. Without warning, I collapsed into the ground, my breathing heavy and ragged. As my vision faded, the girls ran towards me, shouting my name in concern. Oh, ... The mouse had covered the dots. I was wondering what was coming. ... ... I slowly regained consciousness, opening my eyes to the take in the familiar surroundings of the room I had occupied during my first stay within this unfamiliar world. I was surprised to find the two fox spirits in the room with me, seemingly in the middle of preparing something. Taka-kun, it is good to see you awake again. You were unconscious for quite some time. How are you feeling? A bit tired, but I'm okay. What happened? You sprung out quite a high fever. I have prepared some food for you. It will be ready soon. Maeko-chan is preparing a spell that will hopefully improve your condition. I think you have a cold. You are so hot and sweaty. I had to get you out of your clothes to wash them. I was gonna say, he didn't mention anything about anything sexual, and every time we've fallen asleep, something bad has happened when we've woken up. Well, I guess not bad, but something that Takahiro finds embarrassing or maybe confusing or bad to him, I guess. My head still felt a little bit fuzzy from the rest, but I was probably just exhausted from the constant training. I guess even a hero gets sick sometimes. Yeah, everyone gets sick. No one is gonna go through life without getting sick at least once. It took me a moment to realize what Machiko had said. Raising the blanket, I found myself left in nothing but a pair of shorts. I instantly blushed. Hey, at least this time they gave you something. Before, you've always been a little nude, little commando. Why would you take my clothes? Were you not listening? Holmes, were you not listening? They needed to dry them. Being near naked in the presence of someone as pretty as Machiko, I kept the blanket close enough to be a second layer of skin. You don't want it that close because then it's tight, and when it's tight, and if you're wearing nothing, then you get that outline. He doesn't know how to do it.
I'm almost ready, Oni-sama.
Oh, well, great. Still think we're gonna use the chocolate cover girl for the thumbnail, but this is another thumbnail clickbait. Like I said, there's always 1 to 2 per video. Machiko suddenly slipped past me, startling me in the process, as her hand gently grasped my shoulders, pulling me against her. None of our robes fit you. This was the best we could do. I need you to relax. Easier said than done. Who would be able to relax with a girl hugging them? The lack of clothes only made me more nervous. Just lean back against me. Lean back, mother effer. I don't know ya like that. And watch. Mayako-chan is about to give you a demonstration of her powers. It would be rude not to pay attention, and I would have to punish you for being rude. And then she whispers in her ear. She whispers in his ear, "Don't pay attention. I got some toys in the back room." Let me stop. As those words were whispered into my ear, like the temptation of a succubus. Oh, she did whisper them into the ear. I kept my eyes on the younger sibling. The sight of the young fox spirit, seemingly in the middle of preparing some sort of ritualistic spell, caused me to momentarily forget about my embarrassment. Don't be alarmed if you feel any unusual sensations. Once the spell takes hold, it usually takes a few moments to flow through you. Feel free to grab hold of me if you need to. Despite my attempts to protest, I decided that it was best not to worry too much about it. It wasn't like she was going to blow me up or anything. As though in a daze, I watched a small glowing orb start to gather in the room, urged on by the soft whispers of the young fox spirit, who had finally started her spell. Maybe I should accept Michiko's invitation before something blew up in my face.
And wah!
Oh, that's pretty cool. As I watched, the girl began to swirl her arms around tiny balls of light, like fireflies. That looks like fire. That don't look like balls of light. Unless that's one ball of light, I guess. Began to appear in the vortex of her swirling hands, spinning around her. The light had a warm feeling to it, not hurtful to the eyes, but still more intense than a candle or a light bulb. Finally, she began to move her whole body, a dance of sorts that made the light flare even brighter. It makes me jealous seeing her like this, not of her power, but of her beauty. In this moment, she is the most beautiful creature in the world. I won't disagree with you there. Whack! Right over her head. But would you choose her over me? Which do you like better, maturity or youthful vigor? Or perhaps a stern to tsundere is your type? Or are you... I could tell she was just poking fun at me, despite my current state. I was about to offer a reply in return, when I felt a tingle inside me. It felt similar to the sensation of swallowing fizzing candy, only throughout my entire body. Oh, this feels weird.
And it's done! And he didn't even explode! Yay!
Wait, what? Tell me, do you feel any better, Taka-kun? I feel a bit weird. Like my entire body is tingly. I really hope I won't explode.
If you were going to explode, you would have done it by now. You'll be super fine in no time at all. Dinner!
I think that we're gonna end this episode here. It is kind of short, it's 18, but I mean that's kind of normal. I usually try to do 18 to 25. I would like to go on, but the reason this is short is because this morning I went and applied for a new job, a vendor job, kind of where you just drive to do like 5 or 6 different stores, and then you just stock the shelves. And so, I mean, the way it comes out to like probably about around $10 an hour, which, I mean, I don't know. I'll have to. At first, my dad said it was $100 a day, and then you're usually only out for like 5 or 6 hours on average, and then But he called me today and said it was $80 this morning, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm still going to take it, but I'll apply for it and see, because that should still be more than my current job. I'm only making $8.50 at the grocery store, so I mean $80 a day still. It might even come out to about the same after gas and taxes. I don't know. I'll just have to talk to him about it. $100 a day would have been really nice, but so we'll see. But yeah, so I was busy all this morning. It's like 1:30 right now. It's 1:30. So this video might even go up late. This might go up a little late, and then Final Fantasy 1 is definitely going up really late. So that sucks. But yeah, I mean, it's whatever. So if this goes up a little late, I apologize. I do apologize, Final Fantasy's going up probably at least 2 or 3 hours later than it normally would. And I'm sorry, nothing I can do. Anyways, I need to get out of here so I can start this render, and yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow. Peeps out!